I've said it before and I'll say it again. The enemy of the working class travels by private jet, not migrant dinghy. Priti Patel's new policy of deporting refugees to Rwanda is disgusting. The Tories would treat all of us like this if they knew they could get away with it. Priti Patel shows the limitations of representation politics. Priti Patel's family fled from Uganda and found refuge here in the UK. She is actively pushing policies that would stop people like her family from being able to seek asylum here. What this shows is that we have to look beyond someone's skin colour, their gender or their background, but the policies and the politics that they are promoting. This policy would be wrong whichever country migrants were being shipped off to, but Rwanda has a shocking human rights record. Migrants in refugee prisons in Rwanda protested against their food rations being cut. In response, the authorities fired live ammunition at those protesting, killing 12 people. These people were only asking for more food. And even our own government has highlighted the human rights violations in Rwanda.
At the UN last year, the UK demanded investigations into alleged killings, disappearances and torture.
And were accepting those seeking asylum from there only last year. Other countries across the world, including Australia, have tried policies such as this. They have proven to be ineffective and expensive, but the economic argument isn't something that we should be proudly championing. This is deeply unethical and doesn't treat people like the human beings that they are, deserving of dignity and respect. This isn't the only racist, anti-migrant policy Priti Patel and the Tories are pushing. The Nationality and Borders Bill is a full-on attack on refugee rights. It will treat people who are desperate and fleeing war and persecution as criminals, and also criminalise those who are rescuing people at sea. It also gives the government the power to strip citizenship from people who are dual citizens, which will of course disproportionately affect people who are black and brown. This bill is so bad that even the UN have said it will break our commitment to the UN Refugee Convention. In Parliament, I've seen firsthand how selective the Tories are with their compassion. Just the other day, I saw Tory MP Sir Edward Lee justify deporting people to Rwanda, and then an hour later asked MPs to show compassion, not with refugees, but with a lying, law-breaking Prime Minister. It is no coincidence that Priti Patel and the Tories announced this cruel policy just as the cost of living crisis has intensified, and we know that the Prime Minister broke the law, lied about it and got caught. Announcements like this are a deliberate strategy to divide our communities and to stop us from focusing on this Tory government that is causing so much harm. And it's important to remember successive governments have created the conditions for people to be displaced and seek refuge. From invading and bombing Afghanistan and Iraq, to selling billions of pounds of arms to the Saudi regime for its war in Yemen. Our governments share responsibility in displacing people, and then we see them do the bare minimum in supporting those people when they seek refuge. At the end of the day, the difference between us and people who are seeking refuge is luck and the lottery of where we were born and what passports we happen to carry. Climate breakdown is already causing mass displacement across the world, and we know that this is going to get worse. What we have in front of us are two choices: a world where we build walls and have Navy ships shooting at migrants, or we have a world where we treat people with dignity and respect and offer refuge and a safe home to those who are fleeing the most desperate of situations. The UK's response to the Ukrainian crisis shows that we can treat refugees with compassion and kindness and open our homes. We should also extend that kindness to those who are fleeing from Afghanistan and Syria, Yemen, and other parts of the world as well. Very few media outlets will portray refugees and migrants in a humane way. DDN is definitely one of those, so please support their Patreon. Join the future of journalism, join Double Down News on Patreon.